Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Professor William Corder, and I am the instructor for this Physical Geography of the Environment 101 lab, number 41865 in this summer 2024 semester that runs from June 16th at 5 p.m. through August 10th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. in this 8-week semester format. Yes, it does start at 5 p.m. on June 16th. That is correct. You heard me right. Canvas suggests using Chrome or Firefox rather than Safari, although I am using Safari right now. I shouldn't tell you that, but I am. They also suggest that you clear your cache to ensure the fluidity of the functioning of your system. YouTube has lots of videos on how to do that if you don't know how to do it. I would strongly suggest that you load the Canvas phone number into your phone. It's in my phone. That phone number is 844-612-7428. I have found them to be exceptionally helpful. They're available to you free of charge 24/7. How about that? I'm going to walk you through how to get onto this class and some things about the class, although you probably already know how to do this because if you're taking an 8-week summer class in college, you probably have had some access to online education. But if not, I'll walk you through some things about it. First, let me tell you a very quick story. And before I tell you that quick story, let me tell you this. All of my videos are actually professionally captioned or captioned by me personally. There's a few little quirky things in them that are not perfect, but mostly they are really, really good, okay? Including this one. So you can click down at the bottom and you can just read what I'm saying if you would prefer to do that. So here's my story, all right? Kind of the addendum to the story I just told you or the little information I just gave you. So I work out at the YMCA, and sometimes I work out with this guy named Gabriel. He goes by Gabe, G-A-B-E, and he's a bit older than me. He's a Vietnam veteran, and when he found out that I teach geography for a living, he said to me, I never realized how important geography was until I got sent to Vietnam. And you can imagine that if you're fighting a war, there are all kinds of things related to geography that you need to understand. Topography and the ability to read maps and even create maps, cartography, the ability to understand meteorology and climatology and understand landscape and all of these things, vegetation, all of this sort of stuff is all related directly to geography. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that this is really kind of a cross-disciplinary course and you can apply it to lots of different things. So let's go and get onto the class and see what's going on here. So you type in sac.edu as in sac.edu. And either this page or a similar page is going to show up. You click on Canvas right here, and then this bronze banner that says Log into Canvas is going to show up. If you click on that, it will allow you to input your information. And once you input your information, you're going to have something like this show up on your screen. Now, this is my particular Canvas dashboard. Your dashboard is going to look a little bit different from mine. But all you do is just scroll around and find your class. And there it is, Geography 101 Lab number 41865. If you click on that, you're going to see that your homepage is going to show up. It says Start Here, probably a good place to click on. If it says Start Here, I would read through this to make sure that you have an idea of what's going on. Notice deadlines matter, and indeed, you do need to complete the assignments in modules 1 and 2. There are 3 assignments in modules 1 and 2, the syllabus quiz, the introduction lab, and lab 1. They must be completed by June 22nd at 11:59 p.m. or I am required by both the state and the college to drop you. I can't do anything about that. That's just the way it works. So please get those things done. Let's click over here again to home. It's going to bring you back to the home page, that beautiful picture of the Grand Tetons right there, where I may very well be as you're listening to this. Now click on the syllabus because there is indeed a syllabus quiz. Notice again, deadlines matter. The syllabus should open up for you, and there it is. So I would read through the syllabus, no-show statement, deadlines matter, the class itself, Canvas contact, disclaimer, the instructor, which is me, reserves the right to modify this syllabus course overview if needed. Information on contacting me, course name, description, format, textbook. There is no textbook for this. All the information is contained within the modules themselves. Course placement and transferability, DSPS statement. If you're a DSPS student, please get that information to me as quickly as possible so I can accommodate you appropriately. Student learning outcomes, course objectives, course topics, attendance, course grading. So notice there's a 14-point syllabus quiz. Lab quiz is worth varying points in each module. 100-point midterm, 100-point final exam. Notice that basically you have a straight scale for grading. No exams will be dropped. No lab quiz will be dropped. Syllabus quiz will not be dropped. There's no makeups, retakes, or redos on any graded assignment. Once something closes, I cannot reopen it for you. A 0 will be assigned for anything you don't complete. And no late work is accepted under any circumstances. Okay? Now, this is the schedule right here. So you can see Module 1, Week 1, June 16th to the 22nd. And then you can see right there, yes, it does say it officially starts on June 16th at 5 o'clock. What's due in Module 1? Then here's Module 2, same dates. Then we move to Module 3. There we go, Module 4, and so on. Okay, there's a midterm, and then there's a final exam. Canvas course site, some things about Canvas course site. Technical support, required technology. Obviously, you need to have good internet connection and computer and everything else if you're going to do a class online. Academic honesty and student code of conduct. Let's hope we don't have to deal with that. Assignments at Canvas, important dates, miscellaneous, and then Title IX. Okay, let's come back over here to Home. And I'm going to click on the modules because that's really where you get rolling on the class. My strong suggestion would be this, that you go to the course information module right here and that you read through each one of these. So, you click on Welcome to Physical Geography and the Environment 101 Lab. It's very similar to the start here that we saw on the homepage. Accessible course syllabus and policies, asynchronous lab course facts, instructor contact, communication plan, course policies. Just click on instructor contact really quickly. You can see that this is a picture that my daughter took of me at the Taj Mahal. That's not what I want you to see. Instructor bio, something about me. Email me. That's what I want you to see. Please read through this stuff about emailing me before you ever send me an email or a Canvas message. Okay, please, so you don't get off to a bad start or on the wrong foot or whatever it is. Okay, continue on through here, resources. Now here we go. So this is Module 1. The first week, you need to complete Module 1 and Module 2. There they are. All right, and what you do is I would strongly suggest that you go to the Module 1 Introduction. I would read through that. Now you can click Next right here, and it'll bring you to the next thing. I'm going to just click Backspace though, but it'll bring you to the same place. And you can see Syllabus Quiz. So there's the syllabus quiz. As I said, you have to take a quiz on the syllabus, so please read through the syllabus and all the stuff related to the syllabus, and then read through these this information right here. And when you read through that, then you're ready to take the quiz and have the syllabus open. That's what I would do, and then take the quiz. All right, it's Backspace again. And you can see that it says Introductory Lab. So this is the actual lab itself. What I would strongly suggest you do is that this is going to open up for you. You could download it if you wanted to and print it. And what you do is this. From this lab, you need to be able to understand these objectives and terms. And then you read through this, and then you do Introduction Exercise 1. All right, then water quality, and you read through this stuff, and then you're going to, there's Santa Ana College, and then you're going to complete Part 1 Testing pH, which is part of, whoops, sorry, skipped over that, Introduction Exercise 2. So read through this stuff, and then you can complete all this stuff. What I would strongly suggest is that you actually fill it in, and when you do that, then you're going to take a quiz on that particular lab document. Now, you don't turn the lab document into me, you just complete it, and that will allow you to do the quiz itself a little bit quicker and probably better. Here's something called pH scale explanation. So I have a little video explaining the pH scale. Then next right here, just show you it works like that. In order to do exercise 2, you need to watch this video of me. There I am going through a water experiment. You'll have to watch that in order to be able to get the answers right. And then here's the introductory lab quiz. All right, so read through that, and then you take the quiz. That's the way it works. So there's 2 things in Module 1 that you must get done the first week. And then Module 2, we just rinse and repeat. So here's, for example, the Lab 1, the geographic grid. So again, I would go through all of this, and I would read through it, and I would complete all those exercises before I take the quiz. Otherwise, you find yourself in a position of taking the quiz and perhaps not doing so well on it. But if you have all the answers just right in front of you, all you have to do is take it. Now, the questions on the quiz are not always exactly coming from the labs, but they're very, very, very close. Most of them do come pretty close to what's written in the lab documents. All right, so here we go through each one of these. These are all videos that I've created for you to explain the geographic grid, and that'll help you fill in the lab document. All right, then second week, we go to Module 3, and then Module 4, and then third week, 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8. And you can see that the first 7 modules culminate with this midterm exam. And then we start section 2, which is modules 9 through 15, and then you can see in module 16, take a final exam. All right? You have any questions on the way this goes? Anybody have any questions? So I click over here to home page. You can look at the Grand Tetons if it'll pull up. There it is. No questions. Okay, so let me ask you this. I have a question for you. Any of you want some extra credit? Like right now, straight up front, get some extra credit. I will give you 5 points on your midterm exam as extra credit if, so you can see our Prius has 89,443 miles. It's great. Of course, if I wanted my wife to text me, she would not text me, but she texts me when I'm making a video. So here's the thing. If you want those 5 extra credit points on your midterm exam, email me or message me through Canvas with the name of the guy from the YMCA that I spoke about regarding geography at the beginning of this video. Put the name of the class, Geography 101 Lab, number 41865, and his name in the subject box, and then your name in the body of the email. This must reach me by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, June 22nd, in order to receive those points. Okay? And by the way, if you look at that long welcome email that I sent that this video is included in at the bottom, you will also see that there's 5 extra credit points available for the midterm in there. And in fact, throughout the semester, if you are diligent and you read the emails and you look at the introductions to the modules and so on, you'll find that there are multiples of these basically free opportunities to get extra credit, because I don't do extra credit in any other way. There's no work you're going to do at the end of the semester to change your grade. What you're going to do is, if you just pay attention and do the right thing, you'll see that throughout the entire 8 weeks, I have inputted little nuggets of essentially free 5-point extra credit possibilities. So hopefully you'll take advantage of all of those and you'll boost your grade and you won't have any problem in the semester. All right. What do you think? You ready to go? Raise your hand if you're ready to go. All right. That guy's ready to go. She's ready to go. She's ready to go also. He's ready to go. All right. Let's do it. All right. Let's have a great 8 weeks.